Hi everyone, Ted Nesi here with my Target 12 colleague Eli Sherman, and Eli and I have been spending a lot of time learning about this IGT deal, and you can read our stories for the full report, but basically it's the big and lucrative contract to run all the technology that keeps the lottery and the casino games going in Rhode Island. IGT, which used to be GTEC, has a 20-year contract. It's expiring in a few years. Governor wants to give it another 20 years, and now lawmakers are looking at it. But Twin River has come in, which operates the casino, with a partner called Camelot, and they say they want the contract. So, Eli, you've been looking into Camelot. Most of us, I had never heard of Camelot until Twin River made this announcement. What have you learned about who this company is?
Yeah, Camelot is a company based, or that got its roots out of London, and it now has an office in the United States and is owned by a Canadian pension plan for teachers. But interestingly enough, when it was getting off the ground back in 1993, its biggest investor was GTEC, which today, as you know, is called IGT.
So this is a very small world. That's one thing that came through as you were putting this report together. These companies, there's just a few of them all slicing and dicing.
Yeah, the intertwinedness of the gambling industry is pretty remarkable. If you look at contracts that exist across the state with state lotteries and over in Europe, across the countries in the European Union, it's all the same people, and they are all working together in some sort of partnership or another. And then when a new contract pops up, open a new opportunity, they all sort of come flooding in, which is why you see now Camelot, which was formerly a part of GTEC, and IGT, and IGT today still provides technology service to Camelot in London, competing against IGT for the contract here in Rhode Island.
And it's to the point where the CEO of Camelot used to work at IGT.
That's right.
And the guy who's helping at Twin River, Mark Crisafulli, to put this together, used to work at GTEC. So it's a very, it's a very small sandbox, as Tim White would say, on all this. So, but Camelot has had some success in recent years. You know, just because we haven't heard of them around doesn't mean they're fly by night. Illinois, a key talking point for them.
That's right. They won their first U.S. lottery contract in Illinois, which was a contract that was previously held by IGT, a consortium led by IGT and competitor Scientific Games. IGT and Illinois had some contract disputes. The state decided to put it back out to bid, and the only company to come in and bid for that contract was Camelot, which they now have today. IGT and Camelot have also squared off on contracts elsewhere, including Indiana, and Florida, and IGT has come out on top of that. As we both know, IGT has a lot of contracts across the country, and Camelot is sort of nipping at their heels, if you will, and trying to get some of that money.
So Eli has a lot more on Camelot in the story. If you're seeing this on WPRI.com, you're probably on that story. If you're on YouTube or somewhere else, head over to WPRI.com and get it. And I will say, folks, we're spending time on this because, complex as it is, I think we both agree, this is an important topic for Rhode Islanders. $1 billion in fees will probably be paid to IGT if this contract goes through. And it's the third largest source of state revenue, gambling revenue, which pays for everything from schools to healthcare services for people to roads and bridges. So it's a little complex, but it's an important one, which is why we're trying to make sure we break it down for you so that you understand. So for Eli Sherman, I'm Ted Nesi. We'll see you again next time on WPRI.com.